Hello guys, this is Liam here, and today this is going to be another update on the Glanmor extension. Right, so as you can see, the layout has actually changed quite a bit since I last updated you. Mainly because a massive Hatton's order arrived, which included the points, the goods shed, a few other bits and pieces that are yet to go on the layout. And basically, so I've been working away. I've basically been doing a lot of track work recently. I've also built this goods shed, which is a ratio kit, and I scratch built the station. Right, so the station has actually been made from very basic materials. These include good quality card, a ratio canopy that came with the beach and Union station kit, some doors and windows, and they came from a set of sprues that Pico produces that you can buy just as the sprues. And basically, yeah, that's all there is to it. Oh, and of course it's cladded with clay for like the stone. But I mean, if I show you in there, that's all just card, and it's, you know, once cladded with sorry, not clay, polyfiller. Once cladded with all that, you know, and put all together, very solid, very solid construction. So people who only use plastic card for the stability, card is also quite a good substitute, really. So yeah, I recommend it. Now, of course, obviously the roof isn't completed, but that's being done with the same technique I believe Pendon use for their roofing tiles, where you take strips of paper and cut little cuts in it on printed lines. You can see there it's like grid paper, and I've just cut along the lines, and then you layer them over the top of each other, and when you paint it, it looks like tiles in theory. So that's sort of what I'm going for, but I haven't finished working on that yet, obviously. The goods shed is also pretty much done. All it needs is the roof to be painted or weathered, but this was a ratio kit, and this was a really good one to assemble. Nice big parts. It still took ages to make because I actually painted every component on it, except for the roof, which I haven't done yet, obviously. But basically just about every component on it I've repainted to suit how I want it to look. So that's yeah, that looks quite nice now. So that's all put together, and as you can see, it is slightly built into the platform, which I think is quite a great Western thing to do when there's a good shed in close proximity to a station platform. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Now, if you watched the last one, obviously I explained that the line will come in round a corner like that and into the yard. As you can see, I've sort of started to achieve. So the other baseboard will attach there, like you can see there. It will go across like that and onto this edge here. So it'll go from there to there. And so this line will come in like that and cross around and go and join onto Redfern down there. But basically, as you can see, the point work, track comes in, and then there's the option to either go straight ahead or into the yard, or curve around and go into the yard, sorry. And then there'll be the center points here, which will then bring a track either into the goods shed or round the side here. I've got a measuring tape and a solder reel holding that in place just for demonstration purposes. And I'm thinking along here there might be a stockyard and a wee board crossing thing here, so this will be a bit straighter than the actual thing. A wee board crossing there for trucks to come along and back up, to come in across here, back up against the cattle dock and unload their stock. And then of course, if we come around here, you'll see that there's access to the goods shed right here, and this track will come around and stop about here at a set of buffers, and in here will be the actual yard area, where obviously vehicles can come in. There'll be obviously coal stays along there. Station, oh, this fence needs to be trimmed down, but the back doors of the station will come down onto steps, and I'm thinking there might even be like a wee fence or something like that. Or maybe just have the back doors to the station for anyone who wants to go and into the station building from the yard, and then just passengers can work their way onto the platform via here, because along here there's going to be a road at platform level, and it's going to slope down into the yard, and there'll be a gate there, and vehicles can come in through the back of the yard and keep it flowing quite nicely. And then along here there's going to be a wee hill, just a wee one, and that should look quite good. So that's sort of the yard situation at the moment. There's also probably going to be a crane somewhere along here maybe. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that just yet, but I do have a crane I need to assemble. So that should look quite good. Obviously there's this water crane here as well. I'm thinking maybe about putting a water tower along here somewhere. This is going to become a ramp, this piece here, from about there. It's going to be a ramp, and then there's going to be a boardwalk across the tracks, and there'll be steps down onto the beach. So that should look quite good as well. So as seen here, also I have made a start at the sea wall. Now this is obviously, a lot of you will probably be familiar with, it is just these wheels, stone sheets that I've cut down to size, and obviously there's going to be needing to be some along here as well. But they've been cut down to size and placed along here. These gaps here will have like pillars sticking out slightly, and obviously one here where the join is, and then obviously around here there's just going to be like a bank, I suppose you could say, and along here the sea wall is probably going to come out to about there maybe, probably about here, and then there's going to turn, and it's going to go across here like that on an angle, so that it doesn't look so square as such. It sort of, I want to make it look like it follows the land a bit more by making it not perfectly square. So that's sort of what I'm thinking about there, but I haven't done that yet obviously. I haven't taken any measurements for that, so I haven't bothered. I've just done this piece here pretty much just to see how it all fitted together and how it looked, but personally I'm quite happy with it. I think you could get quite a nice departure shot from down here when the layout's operating. Also, of course, I haven't covered yet is the signal box. You've seen that in the last video, and so that's probably going to live about there, just next to the line, and obviously there's this wee lamp hut placed next to it, and then basically so they'll be able to have a good view over the yard, pretty much for a train in any part of the yard. They'll be able to see down to the box, and the box should be able to see them. I've also got my 28 XX just parked there, just while I was lining up the platform and stuff, because it's my longest loco. It's basically the same length as about a Hornby Hall. I know they're about the same length as that, so basically if this thing fits in there, a Hall will as well, and I don't really want to be running anything much bigger than a Hall on this layout, except for special occasions. If someone happens to have a King they want to run, or something, they're more than welcome to. Basically, yeah, I've got that parked there just for clearance checking. And just one more thing I haven't covered yet is obviously there's station fencing. That's not stuck down or anything, that's just placed there to look good for the video. So yeah, I think that just about covers everything. I hope you've enjoyed this little update video. I figured that seeing as on Redfern I hadn't done very many updates on it throughout building it, I'd try and be a bit more loyal to the channel when it came to building this. Yeah, there you have it guys, and please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you later.